So, like I was saying, we're just gonna, I won't even read it anymore. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna talk about a wild diamond deck tonight that was submitted to me by one of my viewers, and beyond that, there's some updates. We had a stress test that was going to happen tonight. Unfortunately, it didn't because we had so many server crashes. Everybody's been migrated to new servers, and now we are on. You're going to have to recreate your keep for now, and you're going to get your decks back and stuff next week. The positive thing is that I seem to have all of the cards now. I have 4 of all of the cards. I had to repair my client, and that seemed to be working just fine. So let's just go ahead and just jump right into the deck building here before things get any more hairy. Beyond that, the call to arms for the server test, I went ahead and made a post on the Reddit forums, and there were some mixed reactions there. I understand a lot of people are very antsy to get into alpha right now, and I feel like Cryptozoic is doing the best. I felt like this stress test was a step in that direction to get that next wave on board to play in the alpha. They've also seemed to have removed a lot of the cards that have been problematic. One of the staples for the Inspire deck, specifically, I noticed was gone, and there's probably a lot of the other ones that simply weren't working. They've pulled from this build, it would seem. So starting off, go ahead and make this maximum screen. We'll make sure that people can see what's going on here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I do this. Yes, that looks pretty good. I hope that screaming in the background isn't too loud right now because he's in another room behind a door, and he just doesn't want to go to bed, as was typically. This was my viewer, Nero Genius. He submitted this deck. Can barely hear it. Okay, that's good to hear. I'm really happy about that. So he actually tried to use... Okay, now they opened the door for some reason. Alright, apparently the door's closed now, so... This is the phase where you got to do the crying it out. He just moved into his terrible twos phase, so... So he's actually using this one eye open champion, which for 3 charges and 1 diamond threshold, you can get steadfast. It's all your troops get steadfast or just 1 turn. Actually, no, I read that wrong. I thought it gave something troop permanent steadfast. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. As far as champion powers go, I don't think it's that great. I'd prefer to have a battle hopper or something like that, an actual body. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. It's like the other side of a Ajani Goldmane. If you know the Planeswalker Ajani Goldmane he had, where he gave all of your troops +1/+1 counters, and then they also got steadfast for the turn, which was I forgot what the keyword term is, which is probably a good thing. Really, I need to move into the hex keyword terms. Beyond that, he's running the 4 Howling Brave. I don't know exactly why he's running a Forgotten Lord. I don't feel like this guy is the greatest. I mean, he's got Spell Shield, which is nice, but the body he's got, I mean, a 3/4 body for 5. I mean, I guess in this format it's okay. Doesn't match up too well against some of the green stuff, or the wild stuff that's out there. Living Totem, of course, is one we can dump a lot of resources into. Wild Rude Dancer is kind of obligatory at this point. Everyone knows this guy is kind of ridiculous. Vigilance, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. The 4 senseis, I still call him Sensei of the Milky Eye, but his name is changed to Moon'ariu Sensei. Righteous Paladins, he's got 3 of these. He could probably go up to 4. Eternal Youth, he's running 4, a playset of these, which kind of get out of hand if you're running an escalation deck where you're trying to draw lots of cards, but I feel like in a deck where you're only going to draw 1 card every turn, not the greatest. So that's probably something that needs to get pulled out of here. I mean, I understand he's trying to use this with Righteous Paladin, but I prefer to use the... If you were going to use a dead card that's not going to affect the board state, I'd rather use the equipment or the artifact card that you use it every turn and you gain health. So that way you can pump your Righteous Paladin every turn. That's the one I would prefer to have. And it costs the same. I believe it costs 3. Beyond that, he's got Scrivener, which obviously combos with the Righteous Paladin again. He's got Roostasaur, more health gaining if you wanted to sacrifice him, and he's going to have a decent amount of troops. He's not going to have crazy amount of troops. Chlorophylla, I guess, is to get more resources to dump into Living Totem. And, of course, the obligatory 4 Inner Conflicts, which is the best removal in diamond right now, and his split seemed okay to me. So this is the deck that he came up with. So to deck doctor it and change it around, I will show you what I did. I really felt like there was a lack of focus in this deck. And some of the stuff is just for the funsies. I mean, I probably wouldn't run certain things, but right, yeah, really small bombs defense, yeah, with the Meyer Saga. Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad, but so what I did was I felt like we were trying to run some sort of life gain deck, and then we were trying to run some sort of deck that ran lots of creatures. The thing I look at when I'm seeing like Adamanthian Scrivener is that I can run something like Runts of the Litter, and now I get 2 health every time as long as Scrivener's in play. So that's kind of a sort of combo there. So I felt like that was pretty good. Let's go ahead and try to get some more dudes into play. So if I was playing that, then I might as well play Monika'shin. Monica? We'll call her Monica. Is it a girl? All the girls make the best archers, so we're going to say it's a girl bunny. Beyond that, some of the stuff's just for the funsies at the top of the curve. I also was able to lower my curve. I could actually probably go down to 22 resources on this because I've got the Howling Braves, and you can almost count these as resources. Yeah, the finishers for us is basically Onslaught when we have board presence. So hopefully we still have board presence. We hit Onslaught, and then we just swing through with a whole bunch of crush damage. We can also play Uzume, which is also going to put more dudes into play every turn, which I think would be interesting. I mean, some of this... So Uzume and Onslaught are kind of... We could probably pull them, reduce our whole curve, and actually stay in this 1, 2, 3 area and reduce our resources as well. But beyond that, I mean, deck is what it is. And I can actually build it because under my old account, I didn't have 4 Righteous Paladin, which is kind of big, and I only had like 1 Adamanthian Scrivener. The command tower I was kind of back and forth on. Originally I had more bodies. I don't know. I'm really not sure if I want this at all. I might run something else actually. I might go back to what he had, the what's it called? The guy that buffs things. The, let's see, what is it called? Go back over here. The Wild Root Dancer. I'll probably go back to that. Uzume costs 6 instead of 7. Yeah, it still thinks she costs 7 because it's reading her old card data. So I actually only have 2 6 drops. I don't have a 6 and a 7 in my version of this. So obviously I pulled Forgotten Lore because I didn't feel like he did very much. If I was going to run this for 5, I'd rather run the one that's Lifelink Vigilance and First Strike and Flying. I'd rather run that guy. So let's go ahead and pull out of this, and I'll go into the client, and then actually we're going to swap over here. And I should pull up the client, and everybody should see it. And I'm going to put the sound back up a little bit because you can hear it even when the client is closed. So hit that accept button, options. Nice thing is now the client is starting up properly in the proper screen format, so I don't have to worry as much about that. So let's go ahead and go in here and go into the diamond and the wild, and we're going to go ahead and make this Nero deck, new deck, and we'll call this Nero. I'm not sure how many people are actually going to be online right now because the servers were down for such a long time today. We didn't know when it was going to happen. Oh, you know what? Blessing the Fallen is in the game. Well, I'm excited to try to use it again. It might still be broken. I thought that I didn't see that in my collection. So we are going to go ahead, and this is basically a lot of life gain, and this should be counter to a lot of other decks which are out there which are running those huge, massive drain life. Well, it's not drain life, but it's a lot like drain life. Oh, I think I closed the window. Yeah, I did. Let me just open the window so I've got it up right next to the thing here so I can see what I can use it as a cheat sheet of sorts. Biggest thing I saw with that is I just felt like there was just a lack of focus, and even the build that I came up with I felt like wasn't the greatest, honestly. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. I can see everything now. Open up the client. So let's see here. We've got Onslaught. It's actually easier for me to type things in, and you'll notice that it actually responds faster now too. So definitely, definitely my gratitude there. Oh, they still have this in there. So maybe they didn't get rid of some cards. I thought they got rid of this because this was broken too. Maybe they fixed some things. I haven't. I kind of want to go back and try to check things out, but that'll be another time. Howling. So I was actually like really dismayed because like some of the stuff I wanted to play like was here and then some of it wasn't. Crash of Beasts, does it work yet? I don't know, but if you want I can throw we can try it out. We'll try this deck once and then I'll throw some Crash of Beasts in another deck and we'll see if it works. But last I heard it didn't work, but the servers just literally came up at like about an hour and a half ago. So and these again aren't the primary server farm. This is an alternate that they moved us to because things kind of got hairy. So move down here, Monika'shin, select. We're gonna go ahead and save this deck right now. Save deck. That should, yep, much faster on the saving right now, as you may notice if you've been watching anybody else do this right now. I haven't got to play Uzume yet, so I'm excited to play her to see if she comes up. Moon. Sensei, of course, is a great cantrip for us. Righteous. I'm debating on whether I really want to play this command tower or not. I don't think I do, actually. Scrivener. We need to find something else, I'd say. It'd be nice to find something. Well, it's actually, that is a 3-point card. Succulent. The thing is, we need something to buff our Runts of the Litter, so actually we might have to leave it in anyways. Because otherwise they don't really do much. Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave Command Tower in for now. It's nice to have it because it buffs everything. Even after a sweep, it sits on the table. It's one of those like half a Glorious Anthem effect. It's the front end of a Glorious Anthem. Actually, I had to shut off my camera microphone in the Windows settings to get it not to pick me up. Because I think it was sending it straight. What is it, Elliot? Okay, we're going to read stories in like 30 minutes. Gotta have stories, Thomas. Thomas the Tank Engine, that is. I'm considering running this guy because maybe I should just go 2 and 2. Because he'll buff the Runts as well. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll go 2 and 2. Thanks. Question: 2 towers, 2 wild root. Yeah, I think that's good. Gives your heart. Yeah, gives me options. Yeah, I think so too. I think that is a good idea for now. And there's a lot of, whenever you're playing a deck, there's a lot of different miscellaneous options that are out there, especially once we get the full set. Like we're barely scraping the surface of this very, very first set, and a typical block has about 1,200 cards. I mean, when you're in a full block rotation scenario where you've got 3 sets, and a core set. And of course, we don't know if there's going to be core sets in Hex yet, but we're expecting there to be blocks of 3 sets and 3 sets. And then, of course, when this set comes up over here, this block just drops off. Let's see, what else? We need the resources. Of course, we need diamond resources. See how many we got of these. We've got 11 because we've got less diamond cards. So this should be fun. We got a lot of life gaining in here. We're not being super cheesy about it, but it should push us into a place where it is that we're in a good position. Unfortunately, right now, if you do damage to a champion, you, last time I checked, do not life gain off of that. You don't get your life, whatever it's called, your life drain off of that. I'm trying to move away from the magic keywords right now. So got our 60 cards. We just saved the deck. Let's see if anyone's in the lobby. And as I expected, oh wait, there are people in the lobby. Okay. Enigma's in the lobby. I should hit. Yeah, I'm gonna hit Enigma up. Let's see if he can play again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... It might be the same build on a new server. I don't know if it is or not Enigma. I'm actually in... I wasn't in Ventrilo, and I should have been, but typically during the first part of my cast, I'm not going to have people I'm going to want to have talking to me anyways. So this seems okay, because most of the deck runs on 2 resources, so this is just fine. That's one of the nice things about this deck, is it's going to be very consistent as far as, like, you only need 2 resources to run most of the deck. So you should be just fine with this. And I can open up with a... Come out of the gate swinging with 2 Runts to the leader. Ooh. GM is testing, apparently. I guess that's a game master. $249.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I don't know why you're 249. That's you. It's probably just your number. It probably assigned it somewhere. So I don't know. You're not Enigma Engine. You're 249. I'm probably a number 2, aren't I? No, it has my name. Well, that's weird. All kinds of funny things are going to happen in the alpha.
Yeah, it's the alpha. It's to be expected.
Right, exactly. I heard about birds flying backwards during the World of Warcraft beta test, the closed beta. Like in the skies, they would fly backwards and stuff.
That's funny. I actually, a couple of weeks ago, I uninstalled Warcraft.
Yeah, I haven't played World of Warcraft in, man, it's been like 2.5 years. I can stop going to that group now, right? You know what I'm talking about? You know, the people that you get help for addictions and stuff.
You mean like...
Oh, I don't know. Some sort of
AA?
addiction. Yeah, like an AA group for World of Warcraft. So I like playing the Roostasaur here. I don't feel like I really need to gain that much health. It's not going to do a lot for me. So I'm going to go ahead and play a Roostasaur here. And these guys are going to help me buff him. So that seems pretty good to me. So I can buff him as a combat trick by exhausting troops, which is nice. It really felt like this was a deck...
Those
Go ahead.
dinosaur rooster things?
Yeah, you do need to relog if this is the first time you've logged. You need to relog once after you've done that, and I also suggest repatching as well. Yeah, well, no, we got the we top decked the Scrivener on turn 2, so obviously I would have played the Scrivener before the Battle Hoppers if I had seen it in my first opening hand. I'm working on getting some sort of chat in the bottom right here to have some scrolling chat. Hopefully I'm contacting some people. I think it's pretty easy to do. Someone told me like they can do it in like 2 seconds, and that's no joke. So plays his Chlorophylla. It's going to gain him 2 more threshold and 2 resources that are exhausted. Am I using Chrome or Firefox, dude? I am using Internet Explorer. I also have Chrome and Firefox installed. Infamous. Hey, buddy. Hi, Infamous. Okay, awesome. Yeah, we should get together after the cast tonight. After I do story time, of course. I have to do story time. So we will go into our attack step and we'll play stuff in our second main phase here. And we will play spells during defense priority, I guess. We will make sure I do the right ability. Exhaust a troop. make him bigger, and then we'll exhaust another troop. No, oh, what the? Wow, you gotta be careful with that. That's frustrating. Okay, well, I was gonna say...
Enjoy your life.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I got 2 life out of that, so yeah, so there. Oh, I've done that so many times.
I'm
Well,
scared now.
you should be. So typically, if this guy was still alive, like he should be right now, I would be playing the Scrivener because this guy's just a 1/1 anyways, but because I messed up and gained 2 life and sacrificed the guy, I'm playing the Roostasaur again, and we will pass priority to our opponent. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that, man. Those things are... They need to move these, or something. Next level plays right there, yeah. Oh, so Living Totem's pretty good. He's using his charge power to get that Battle Hopper in play. Seems pretty good. Playing a Howling Brave. I'm not sure if I would have done that. I think I would have saved the resources to have the threat of the Living Totem pump. Although he probably wouldn't trade anyways. Because it would be a trade, because I'll pump him twice. It would be a 3/3 on this next attack phase. Actually, I'll probably play a dude in the main phase so I can tap him. Sounds like we got more screaming going on. People just don't want to go to sleep. So, either way, it's going to be a dude. It's really a 1/1 either way. It's a choice of, do I want a card or do I want life? I really don't need the life. I think I'd rather have a card to play a resource. So, yeah, yeah, you're right, I need a resource. So we're going to go ahead and play this guy in our main phase because it should affect our attack step. And if we had drawn a resource, it might have given us another play anyways, and it didn't. So we're going to go to our attack step and not mess it up this time. There's my attack.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. This is really my first time using this Roostasaur, so defense priority. Okay, so now I can start doing this. Okay, so let's make sure we're doing exhaust a troop, pass, and do it again. Exhaust a troop. Yeah, this is kind of fidgety for sure. Pass. Exhaust another troop. Accept. And pass. Because he's already gone past the part where he's blocking, so I know he's not blocking with anything. So that should be 4 points. And we're out of things to do, so we're going to pass our turn.
You need more resources, man.
I'm running 23, which is fine, especially because I'm also running your Howling Braves in here, so it should be fine.
I don't mean like in the deck, just like in play right now.
In play right now? I've got to play every turn for a little while, and then eventually I don't. It's not horrible. It's not a great place to be, but... If he takes out my chicken, then I've got some trouble. Of course, I can sack in response, which is nice. Got my Dr. Pepper Cherry flavor here. Dr. Pepper Cherry is only matched or only surpassed by Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla, in my opinion. So he's trying to catch up with his 3/3 here. Conflicts my guy, and so I will probably just wait until his end step to sacrifice him, so that way I can tap lots of guys and make him really big, and then sacrifice him. So dealing with that Living Totem's gotta happen sometime too. There we go. Land ho! So this seems okay. Let's go ahead and... Actually, we want to play... What do we want to play? Yeah, let's go ahead and play the Scrivener here. And he will gain us a life. We'll pass priority there. And we'll use our charge power. More life. And pass priority on that. And then... Do I need to do Runts here? Do I have an attack to make? Oh, your guy has Vigilance, I guess? He has Vigilance. Or he has Steadfast, apparently.
Yeah, Steadfast.
Yeah. So we don't really have an attack to make here. So we're going to go ahead and play Runts anyways during our main phase. Gain 2 more life. Gaining all kinds of life off of all these dudes. Lots of dudes on the field. And then during his end step, we'll tap dudes and sacrifice our Roostasaur to gain even more life. Because he's worthless now. Anyways, so we're pretty much done for the turn. I was really hoping to be able to do some stress testing tonight and see if we actually could... I was hoping that we wouldn't crash anything, actually, because I'm feeling the pain from the community that people are just really antsy to get in right now to the alpha. And so I just feel like it would relieve a lot of pressure, as it were. But it's better to be safe than sorry, that's for sure, because we don't want to have everyone log in and then crash everything, and now no one can play, and now you can't even see people stream the game. So he's getting flooded over there for sure. That's a lot of resources. Of course, he did play Chlorophilia. So now I have no attack to make on that guy. That's fine. So I'm taking 4 here. No life linking because he's going to hit my champion and it probably won't work right now anyways. Oh, I missed his end step. Oh well, that's fine. I can still do this later. See what we top deck here. That seems okay. So I actually think I'm going to hold this resource until later. We're going to actually command tower here. Unfortunately, his totem is holding us off. Actually, you know, I think I will play that. I'll play the Root Dancer here. Yeah, I'll play the Root Dancer here. And then we'll go ahead and buff one of our bunnies. Scrivener, of course. And we'll buff our Sensei. If I had the other Roostasaur in play, that would have been a lot better for us, for sure.
Hit spacebar.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the Wild Root Dancer. Priority bug. Completely forgot about it. That's what happens when I haven't played for a full day. I didn't play yesterday at all. So pass turn here. There's no real attack to make. So it looks like I'm at a pretty stale game right now. I need a top deck and answer is what I need to do for this Living Totem. I need to top deck some sort of a inner conflict for the totem. So to waste all those resources he's been dumping into it. Hello, Isaku Koji. Yeah, not looking good. I am healing quite a bit, though. I mean, every turn I heal a lot, or I heal a decent amount. And it's like I just absorb the damage, no problems. So So we will play another Wild Root Dancer here. We're going to try to get ahead here. It's fine. We're choosing the chain there. We're going to go ahead and buff this guy twice. Try to get him up there so we can match up well against his totem. He doesn't have first strike right now, I don't think. I don't think he has swift strike. He just has life drain, or he has steadfast and he has flight, and he's a 5/5. So with the resources he has up, he can make him. I'm trying to pass priority on these dancers. So I'm a 7/7. He's a 5/5. He can definitely go up 2 more, and then so he actually, actually he's out of range. I can't actually attack in because he can buff him to an 8/8. So I actually don't have an attack here, which is unfortunate. I really just need to draw an answer for him. So there's that steadfast going to work for him really well. Yep. Yeah, he can tap 7, 8, 9 resources. He can activate 3 of its abilities. So it seems like Living Totem really just wants a deck that can dump lots of resources into it and buff it up, and then just so your opponent can answer you in response. Right, yeah, he can buff 3 times with the Braves. So he went ahead and gave it Swift Strike, made it a 7/7. It's so ridiculously out of control that the numbers move to the inside of the card now. It knows how awesome it is. Yeah, it's another minor bug. 7 damage. Yeah, not doing so well here. And the other thing I can do is I could just swing with the house and see how that goes for me for a little while. After I play this command tower. So he's only got so many blockers, and he really doesn't want to block with these guys. He can give himself lifelink though, that's the problem. So as soon as he does that, or life drain, as soon as he does that, it just invalidates all my damage. That's the problem there, so I don't even think I can swing in. Second main phase, that's fine, and then end step, we'll go ahead and sacrifice this guy. This is going to take a while. So we're going to exhaust, accept, exhaust, accept. I'm really doing this slowly, I know. I learned my lesson. Nope. Oh, no! Oh, come on. I was on the top. Oh, well. Whatever. That's fine. I was on the top one. I totally was on the top one there. Oh, wow. Hey, what's going on, Master Fet? We're going to play our Scrivener here. Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. They need to space out the buttons, and it's just hard to click on it. It's a little bit annoying because I don't want to I want to play the game quickly, especially for viewers. I don't want this to like drag on or anything. At this point, I could probably concede. I mean, it's basically I'm just waiting to top deck some sort of removal for his Living Totem. If I do that, then this will be a game again. But until that happens, I can't even, like, I still can't swing in with these guys because he can give them life draining, and it basically invalidates all my damage. You can just let all the damage through, no problems. Life drain's bugged versus the champion, but it works just fine when it is that you're blocking another troop. Works perfectly fine. You can only gain life equal to the defense of the troop. Well, that's good to know. That would not be working as intended. Either way, life drain, I'll play it as if it was working properly.
I've seen it do both, actually, when I did my testing for the totem.
Right. Totem's a pretty
When I
ridiculous
attacked,
card.
I gained...
We're going to go ahead and we'll try Crash of Beats after this and see if somehow it got fixed, but we're thinking most likely it did not. Even though it is that this is a copy of the server, it's most likely the same build. At least that's what Enigma Engine and I think. Although things are going pretty smoothly so far, and I do have 4 of every card now, that's definitely a step up. And I thought that they had removed cards, and then apparently they didn't. More Battle Hoppers, of course. You know what else I've considered doing was running some sort of deck where, like, I just buff everybody's defense and I run whatever it is, the green one where it's like Crash of... I forget what it's called. It's too expensive. It's a sweep, but it's really expensive and it's random. I haven't even tried it yet. I kind of want to.
Oh, Tectonic Break.
Oh, Tectonic Break. Yeah, I've considered running that with like a whole bunch of like that one. It's like an 04, and then I like run the permanent thing that gives it permanent plus 0 plus 4. Basically, once you have it at 10, if you have someone's defense at 10, it should never happen.
Okay, that's a little annoying.
I didn't really... Well, I'm still dead because you just deal 9 damage to me, so that's pretty much it. I might as... Yeah, I guess I could have swung in there, but... It's not really a reason to. I mean... 16, I'm not going to deal the 16 damage because you're going to gain 9. You're going to stop this guy, and that's the biggest thing is you're going to stop my huge sensei. You could even just throw a battle hopper in front of him, and that would be just fine. And it would just stop him cold. Good games. All right, we're gonna throw Crash of Beasts in the deck. I might throw it in this deck. We'll get rid of some things. The portraits apparently are still bugged, or I guess they've replaced them with these pink circles for some reason. Because that's gonna help something out. Okay,
No, that's a known issue bug.
Oh, really? That is a bug. Okay. It sounded like they removed it for a reason to help out something.